Hello everyone. Welcome to podcast MIT-ADT University. Welcome sir. So today we have with us Captain Sujay Gokhale, HOD of Nautical Science BSc. So welcome with us and we are happy to welcoming you here for the podcast.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So you are HOD in diploma.
Yes.
So what is diploma you are dealing with?
Right. So we have three courses for the degree aspirants. One of them is BSc Nautical Science. I suppose you already spoke to the HOD of the BSc. We have BTech Marine Engineering, and the third is a Diploma Nautical Science. The Diploma Nautical Science we have is a diploma which eventually leads to the same degree. They finish a different path and they end up getting the same degree. It's called BSc Applied Nautical Science. And so diploma is more like a concise version or a compressed version of the degree program. The BSc program we have here is a 3-year program. The Diploma Nautical Science is a 1-year program. So it's more or less the same subjects which are more compressed, and in a you can say it's a more of a instant way to actually be ready to join a ship as a cadet. So after BSc Nautical Science also the candidate joins as a cadet, but even after diploma he joins the same way and follows the same trajectory or the same career path as that of a BSc candidate.
Okay. So as we can say, from a middle school to high school, then high school to higher secondary school.
Correct. So the only difference is with BSc Nautical Science, candidate who passes out from here has to do a 12-month cadetship.
Okay.
With the diploma, he has to do it on a 18 and has to give a slightly different exam by the government of India till he is eligible for being the same rank as the BSc Nautical Science guy.
Okay, that's nice. And because many of the parents doesn't know about the how to get into the process of getting admission. So
Right.
can you just brief us what is the process of getting admission over here?
Okay, so unlike other courses at MIT-ADT, MANET has to follow the rules of the DG Shipping of India. So we have a set of rules what we follow merit-wise, but when it comes to admission, a 12th science candidate who has had English as his subject as well, with a PCM percentage, physics, chemistry, maths percentage of 60%, and he has to give a entrance, he or her, sorry, has to give an entrance exam called the IMU-CET. After clearing the IMU-CET and having the merit minimum 60% PCM, then they can enroll in either of our degree programs. For Diploma Nautical Science, there is a slight difference that the cadet needs to be sponsored by the company even before he or she takes admission at MANET. So what they have to do is first they approach the companies. Most of the companies have their own selection procedure for 12th candidates. The cadets are screened by the company itself. We assist them for that as well. And then after doing that, the company says that, okay, this guy is selected by our company, and upon successful completion of the diploma, we will be placing him on our ships. So for a BSc and BTech, the placement comes once they are finishing the course here. But for diploma, it is the other way. They have to first go and secure the employment, so to speak. It's a very basic interview, and after that, they'll come and do their diploma here, after which they'll join the same company who sponsored them in the first place.
Okay, that means students will themselves are going to
Yes,
check
so
out
most,
for the
most of the
organizations.
international and Indian companies will actually have advertisements
Okay.
where they'll be like getting entrance from 10 plus 2 science, and they'll be getting applications. They'll have online tests, or some will have interviews, vivas, or some might have just a written test, depending on different companies. And then they will select the cadets, and then they will send some of them to MANET. We also have our own tie-ups where candidates directly approach us, and we also send them to the companies, and if they found satisfactory, then they get a sponsorship letter, and then only they can take. Before getting that sponsorship letter, they cannot enroll in the diploma program. But where it comes for BSc and BTech, they'll follow the same 60% PCM and IMU-CET, and of course there is a medical test because
Correct, exactly.
After that, they can take admission. Then the placement comes when they are in their 3rd or 4th year. But diploma is the other way. They secure their employment first, then they come to us for the course.
So these organizations are all from the shipping organizations?
Yes, these are proper shipping companies who have their own, either management companies or owner companies who have their own ship. They have their own fleet. They cannot be, so they can assure that upon completion of training, they'll actually send them physically on a ship to complete his training.
Okay. So any girl who wanted to make her career in merchant navy, because nowadays girls are moving fast forward in everywhere. Right. So how they can enter into merchant navy?
So actually right now is a very unique time for Indian girls to consider this, because the DG Shipping, the government of India is heavily invested in getting more girl seafarers to join, because India has not caught up with the other countries, so to speak. So in fact, MANET, we at MIT-ADT have the maximum number of girl candidates in the private institutes across India.
Okay.
So yes, most of the shipping companies are aggressively hiring girl candidates. They want girls to become, start with a career as a cadet and eventually all the way to the captain.
True.
So in fact, the government also pays 1 lakh rupee per year for girl candidates. So part of their fee, they actually pay eligible girl candidates. The government is promoting it so much that 1 lakh per year for the one time is paid by the government, so that more girls select this as a career option.
So it's nice to hear that girls are getting paid from the government of India.
Yes.
It's
So
very
because
happy.
traditionally this is not a
Exactly.
girls field,
True.
so that's why I think they were shying away from the field. But now with I think there is some some campaign going on as well, where they want more and more girls to become seafarers.
Because staying away 180 days away from home,
Yes,
for girls it becomes a question mark.
yes, but I personally have sailed with a lot of girls from
True.
different nationalities, including Indian, and especially in the junior phase when they are 21, 22, 20, 23 years old, it's quite possible. So usually they just want to become officer a little bit faster.
Okay. So we are very privileged to have this knowledge from your side, and thank you so much for giving us the knowledge that how a girl can enter into merchant navy.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll
Thank
be
you.
soon back with you. Thank you, everyone. Soon we'll be back with you with MIT-ADT podcast.